Estongo Seminole. Jeremy Foltz, Cheho Jeffgado, Samojaneta Hadam Neta Hidlashan Pumpala. Moen. What else? I forget sometimes.
My name is Jason Mado, KG Dois.
Oh. What Delaney said.
We thank him for that. Because of that.
Well, my name is Jeremy Foltz, and this is the Seminole Nation Power Hour coming at you from the KWSH studio here in Seminole, Oklahoma, right on the res. Oh, that's what I thought. Mr. Delaney Pinnock, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Doing pretty good. You know, usually right after the radio show, it's right up pretty close to noon, and we go out and eat, you know, quite a few days after the radio show, and a lot of the places that we usually go to, they have the radio on and they're listening to KWSH, and it makes me wonder, when people are eating, are they listening to us talk right now?
I wonder the same.
Or do they change the channel when we're talking and then change it back when we're done?
More weighty.
I don't know. Y'all got to let us know when we walk into the restaurants. Hey, did y'all hear us on the radio or not? Did you hear Mr. Delaney Pinnock talking? They'll be like, no, because he's too far from the mic.
I'm trying to scoot up here.
All right. Well, it is another Tuesday. Today is February the 6th. Hodoli Hazi Ibagat.
Yep. Dados.
And so, man, it's kind of chilly today. What'd you do this weekend? There's a lot of things going on. Did you do anything?
I didn't do a whole lot. Stayed in. Hung out.
I just stayed safe this weekend, stayed home. You know, there's that market. There is 2 stomp dances this weekend, or, you know, indoor stomp dances.
Yeah.
One in Latta, one in Tecumseh. They all look like they was very well attended, so some good things going on there. It's always good to share the culture like that. And then, let's see, what else do we do? You know, again, we've been flooded for seems like the last year. I've been living in a hotel, and so did a bunch of sanding. You know, I don't know if I told anyone, but you know, the floor's not done yet, but with the whole floor out, my wife was like, you know what, Jeremy, I think I want to repaint the entire house. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then when she repainted it, she's like, you know, I think I want to redo all the cabinets in the kitchen. I was like, oh, okay.
Now's the time.
And now she's like, you know what, I think I want to, I'm like, golly, can we just move back into our house? I'm just ready to get home. I'm just ready to get home, man. And so, but nah, it's good, I guess. Hopefully the adjuster doesn't hear this, but nah. Hopefully we'll be back in about 2 weeks, maybe. I think that's my over-under on getting back into our house. So
you see light.
I see a glimmer, a sparkle, you know. It's like right before that the electricity goes out, like there's a little flash. That's what I'm seeing, that little flash. But other than that, this Sunday is going to be, let's see, Bali Hamgondalag the 11th, right? So the 4th and 8th Sunday church meetings for Hodoli Hazi Bali Hamgondalag is going to be Butler Creek, Cedar Creek Eufaula, Grave Creek, Greenleaf, Hijiti, Nuyaka, Randall Mission, Sand Creek, Tallahassee, the Watley, Dokbafka, the Tagabuchi, Tuskegee, Wewoka Indian Baptist, and those are all slated for February the 11th. And if you're planning on visiting, like we always say, you might just call and make sure they are having church services. Us Stajati folks, they like to visit, and so a lot of times different churches go visit and support other churches, and so you never know if that church is going to be having, or if they're going to be going and supporting somewhere. And so make sure you have a good time, though, when you go out. Eat an extra plate for me if you hit up some of these 4th and 8th Sundays going on. And then every week we talk about the ones who have started their journey. And I don't know if everyone's heard yet or not, but Toby Keith passed away last night, they said.
Word.
Yep, should have been a cowboy. Probably about the only time I ever said that phrase, but that's all right. And then we also want to remember, a lot of families are missing loved ones today, and we want to remember those families and members of the community and your thoughts and your prayers. And at this time, we are going to go ahead and pause for a moment of silence. Mado. All right, and so getting into the news of the nation and some of the announcements going on for this coming week. There is a quarterly council meeting that's scheduled, I believe. Joe, do you know the date on that? Yeah. It's coming up. We don't have the exact date yet, or I don't have the exact date in front of me, but there are some band announcements and band meeting announcements starting to happen. The Tezagaya Harjo Band will have their quarterly band meeting set for Thursday, February 29th at 6 p.m. at the Council House. And so, in this year's leap year, March 2nd is the quarterly General Council meeting, and so Thursday, February 29th, 6 p.m. at the Council House, the Tezagaya Harjo, or Tazikia, I think people say Tazikia, but Tezagaya Harjo will meet on Thursday. But this year is a leap year.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So our friend that goes to OSU, they're having their native, what's that called? Native.
Nassentai?
No, Native American Student Association, NASA. They're having like a stomp dance there that day. And so on February 29th, I was like, what are they teaching you at OSU? There's only 28 days in February. He goes, hey, Jeremy, it's leap year. I was like, oh, forgot all about it. So, but also the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma putting a notice out there for no-cost tablet and internet. They're working with Public Wireless to provide these tablets and internet, and there's no risk to apply. You'll never receive a bill for the internet service. The tablet is yours to keep forever with no obligation or commitments, and you can check out that on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page, and just scroll down and you'll find the post.
We have some news from the Boys and Girls Club. They had a first series of speakers come out for their Black History Month. And the first speaker was Stephen Edwards. Mr. Edwards is a Wewoka alumni with decades-long career in public education and athletic coaching. He is also an avid cook, carpenter, welder, and golfer who enjoys taking every opportunity he can to learn new skills. He embodies what it means to be a lifelong learner, which is a quality we strive to instill in our youth. Each and every day, we are thankful he spent his afternoon imparting his wisdom to their club members. So, mado to Mr. Edwards for that.
Good deal. And also from the diabetes program, the New Year New Healthier Me Challenge is still in process. This started back on January 2nd and will go to February 29th. You know, this whole time we've been saying February 29th. Mm-hmm. I haven't even caught that either. And here we are on this February 6th. We're like, oh, it's not even, it's leap year.
I just thought that was part of it.
I just thought diabetes couldn't count right, but I guess. Well, but the New Year Healthier Me Challenge, keep track of your assigned healthy habits every week for a total of 2 months, and you can get a free t-shirt. Make sure you contact Kyla Harjo or Leah Scott at 405-652-1167. And you can also tune in every Friday to catch Leah and Kyla's Friday Frenzy giveaway, where 5 people win swag for correctly answering questions to videos that they put out on every Friday. So search the Facebook for the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program and stay tuned. Coming up Friday.
They also offer Tai Chi and chair aerobics on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. New Life Church in Wewoka. So you don't want to miss that on that. Another chance to stay active.
Yeah, and then last week we talked about the chair volleyball, how it was moved to the Mickasa Commission to the OAP for the month of January, and I talked with them over there. They said the chair volleyball is moving back to New Life for the month of February. Okay. So during this month, if you're in Wewoka, go to New Life on Wednesdays, and you can play some chair volleyball.
Morgan.
Uh-huh.
All right, from childcare. New Lima Public Schools received a grant from Seminole Nation Childcare in May of 2023. The grant allowed the school to purchase a new playground system for the elementary school. The New Lima Elementary Principal Kent Lee stated, "It was our hope to promote a more healthy lifestyle for our students while providing them with the latest and greatest playground structure we could dream of offering. Seminole Nation graciously allowed us to fulfill that, and the students could not be more excited."
And you can check out a picture on the Facebook page if you go to Seminole Nation of Oklahoma and scroll down. Look for 2 rockets, because that's what it looks like in it.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah, maybe I could slide down it one day. I might get stuck in one of them tubes coming down, but that's all right. They just cut me out. Just it'd be an extra feature of the playground.
Yeah. Gotta jump over it now.
Yeah. And then also from the communications department, you know, we was talking to our friend Josiah Bender this morning, and we was talking about where some of these basketball players were from, and we saw that Haskell had put out a video, right, about their just about their team, and he was talking about, yeah, I think they're from up north. He was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, northern Oklahoma. And I was like, Joe, usually when people say people are from up north, they're like Montana, South Dakota,
states away,
not Pawnee. but yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there.
It was funny.
Letting you know what we have to work with every Tuesday. But Joe's holding it down since the boss is out of town this week, heading to Florida. So he's doing a good job, though, producing the show. And if I say something wrong, just blame it on him. So, but the Choga the Lummi, the official publication of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, wants your birthday shout outs. And so you can send a name, birthday, birthday, and photo to the SeminoleMedia@gmail.com website, and just write in birthday in the header. And this weekend, we had a friend passed me a note that had a birthday. There, no pictures. I think she drew like a stick figure on there of her daughter, but but no, she was just letting us know, and it was good to see them this weekend at the Stomp Dance. And then also obituaries. If there's an obituary link you'd like to share of your loved one, you can send that or a photo and a date of their passing to SeminoleMedia@gmail.com as well. And then that will make it into the paper too. And then also, if you have a story that you'd like to share, an accomplishment, or a local tribal business shout out for the Choga the Lummi or Seminole Nation Radio program, you can email the same email address at SeminoleMedia@gmail.com for consideration. Just like Lima, one of Oklahoma's 13 remaining historically all-black towns, is located on the Seminole Reservation between Seminole and Wewoka. The area was occupied by Seminole and Seminole freedmen at the turn of the century, and in 1921, a school was established at the height of its time. The town included several stores, a sawmill, a cotton gin, a jail, hotels, a gas station, a luncheonette, and a local telephone company, and the school was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1984. More to come in the February issue of the Choga the Lummi to honor this historic town and to celebrate Black History Month.
Much. We have some news from Food and Nutrition. Rex Haley, Director of the Seminole Nation Food and Nutrition Services, attended the regional directors meeting in Phoenix and was presented an award from the USDA for his work as a forklift operator and instructor. It's a good skill. Good skill to have. But they're also putting on a cooking demonstration Thursday, February 22nd at 6 p.m. in the new kitchen there at the Mission. To sign up, you can contact Kevin Jones, 405-257-7236.
Ooh, tell them what they're eating, Delaney, because that sounds really good right now.
Yanusa and aloso.
Ooh.
Bison and rice soup with strawberry field salad.
Gibala field salad.
Yep.
But yeah, that sounds like a good one. And that's going to be, again, Thursday, February 22nd at 6 p.m.
It's a hands-on cooking class also.
Yeah, so participants will make the recipe to taste. And we'll do a basic moving activity, they said. So when they say they'll make the recipe to taste, are they saying you'll make it to taste it? Or you're going to make the recipe like more salty depending on your taste?
They got to go hunt the bison and then...
Oh, down south,
yeah.
Down south.
South of town.
Yeah, south of town. And then some announcements from higher ed. So the 2024 Spring Seminole Nation BIA scholarship application, the deadline is quickly approaching. The deadline of February 14th. Everything must be turned in by close of business that day. Incomplete applications will not be accepted. Disbursements are based on availability of funds. No emailed, fax, or copied applications will be accepted. And you can bring that application in to 630 North Main in Oklahoma City, in Seminole, Oklahoma, or mail it to the Seminole Nation Higher Education Office, P.O. Box 464, Seminole, Oklahoma, 74818. There's also a short video tutorial of the scholarship application process located on the Nation's Facebook page. And if you have any questions, there are back-to-school extended hours today from 5 to 8 and Thursday, February 6th and February 8th, 5 to 7, just south of the Pink Laundry there in Seminole at 630 North Main. So if you have questions, there will be extended hours today, ladies and gentlemen, today. Mojanita, today and Thursday from 5 to 7. You want to do Did You Know today, Delaney?
No. Go ahead. you got it.
Do you happen to have any good... Oh, reading my mind. Delaney, did you know today in Seminole War, Patriot War, War of 1812 history, February 7th, 1813, Colonel John Williams and Colonel Thomas Smith led a force of Eastern Tennessee volunteers into northeast Florida. They descend on Painstown at Alachua, but find it deserted, having been abandoned weeks before. A few roving bands of harmless old men and women are found and shamelessly attacked by the Tennessee volunteers. Events like these would result in the later Seminole Wars coming about 1817. And then I guess that's where Tennessee gets its name from, huh? Tennessee Volunteers, the football team.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think
Yeah, I didn't either. So shout out to Mr. Jake Tiger for giving that to us today. And last week, Jake sent us one about the death of Osceola, and we missed it because he sent it right during the show. He was one of the ones that texted me during the show, and I was like, oh, I missed that one. And unfortunately I did, but it would have been a good one last week. So next year on that same day, we'll make sure we'll get that one, Jake.
Remind us.
And then also the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma can be seen by appointments only due to COVID cases and flu cases. They are taking necessary precautions to keep their staff safe. So you can contact 405-257-6604 to schedule an appointment. and if you need to meet with housing management.
Obunaga?
Not yet. They're still looking for an executive director as well. And so if you're interested in applying, you can contact the administrative officer at 405-257-6604. All right. Madigos.
All right. Off to language. Muskogee Imbonaga. Bonaitse Dainoa. Chimanetska. Poyajidos. So if you're able to speak the Creek language, we need your help.
You say Seminole over in these parts.
I know. I want to hear about it. Seminole. You speak Seminole. We need your help. Contact us at the language department. Ahamgatka 405-562-5567.
You know, we've got a lot of cool things going on in the language department too, and we're really excited to get ready to announce some of them. But the one thing that we are always looking for is just people that speak the language. Anyone that speaks the language, first language speakers. You know, it's kind of like a fight against time. Seems like, you know, a lot of our speakers are getting up in age, and when one of our speaker passes away, not only do they take, you know, part of the language with them, they take a little bit of their culture with them, but just, you know, piece of history with them as well. And so a lot of that we want to preserve the best we can, but also want to learn from our speakers and our elders. And so one of the programs that we're doing right now at the language program is called the Seminole Nation Elder Audio Recordings, and it's a language, or it's a an invite for elders to come record stories, songs, family history, tribal history, speeches, anything in the language. And so that way we can save it. The people that come, elders that come, will get either a copy of their session, and we can give it to them in a CD format, or even just give them the file. And the language program will archive. We've been working on getting all the collecting. We've been working on collecting all these individual and group efforts of language preservation and trying to write curriculum, trying to save all that and put it in one spot. And so we've been archiving a lot and saving and finding and saving and finding and copying and pasting all these materials together. And so if you're interested, just give us a call. 405-562-5567 is the number out there to Pomahaga. But the email address is language@sno-nsn.gov as well. And so just let us know, and then we can set up a date and a time for you to come out. Even if you just want to come out, see what it's all about, not even get in the booth if you don't want to. Me and Delaney always take any opportunity that we can to speak, speak in our language. We're not first language speakers, and Delaney knows way more than I do about the language, but, any chance that we can get to just talk and listen to the language is always a good time for us. So, Mado. Mm-hmm. And then the Princess Committee, these young ambassadors of the nation are doing a great job, and they've got fundraisers coming up. So Friday, February the 23rd, they're doing a Indian taco sale. Again, that's going to be February 23rd, $10 tacos. Also in April 5th and 6th, there's an 18 and over men and women's basketball tournament getting ready to happen. So you can start contacting. Who they contact? Alyssa Kilo, 405-584-3377 or 405-339-7274. The registration fee there is going to be $150 per team. And then also the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Royalty Stomp Dance. It's going to be March 23rd. Looks like Miko Chabon Colonel will be the MC for that. Vendors, $25 setup, one donated item for raffles. You can contact the Alyssa there as well. And then also the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma golf tournament coming up on Friday, April 12th. Again, contact Alyssa if you have any questions. or if you want to get a team signed up, and you can catch up all these flyers either on the Seminole Nation Princess Facebook page, or go to the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma page, and they should all be shared there as well.
All right, from OAP.
Ooh, Hombida.
Yep, it's located at the Mekasuki Mission, the new renovated old bingo hall there. So they got some Hombida Ojagat. Nakumbagidoa.
Let's see, today, spaghetti, green beans. Tomorrow, beef, hominy, and cornbread. Thursday, hamburgers, and Friday, sausage, boiled egg, gravy, biscuits, and fruit. And remember, all daily menus are subject to change, because last week we mentioned Indian tacos were going to be on Wednesday, and we went over there on Wednesday, and we happened to be walking in right in front of a transit bus, and all the elders in there were pointing and laughing at us. They said, "We had tacos yesterday." And so shout out to all of our elders that ride that transit bus. Y'all gave us a good laugh that day, but we was kind of sad we missed the tacos.
Looking forward to it.
All right, we got some announcements we need to get through, huh? Mm-hmm. So LIHEAP Assistant is going on right now. So if you haven't submitted your application, please do so. You must live in Seminole County, be an enrolled member of a federally recognized tribe, just not Seminole Nation, and if working, must provide income, or if on Social Security, provide an award letter. They also have the ETA, which is the Emergency Tribal Assistance Program, and that's for enrolled members of the Seminole, or this is for enrolled Seminole Nation tribal members only, and this can assist with electric, natural gas, propane, or rent, and you do not have to live in Seminole County for this program, and it's for all enrolled Seminole Nation tribal members. You can call 405-786-5025 for more information. And then also Turo, the Tribal Employment Rights Office, is looking to certify all Native artists. They're looking to have multiple programs within the nation looking for artists. I think we're one of those, Delaney.
Yep.
And they want you to fill out an application, so you can call them at 405-666-0857. And then the annual Heart to Heart from the Seminole State, or from IHS, which is going to be happening at Seminole State College at the Kelly Haney Center. Registration begins at 5:30. Jafigni Anogitskas. Love your heart. I said that wrong again. Anogijas. There it is. Anogijas. And so that's hosted by the Wewoka Indian Health Center and the Seminole Nation Diabetes and CHR programs. Call 405-257-7364 to register. And then also Varnum, if you're looking to get some meat for the Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, wait, you can't say Super Bowl anymore, can you? For the big game on Sunday, we'll say it like that. They're doing $25 slab of ribs, $15 whole smoked chicken, $15 5-pound chub smoked bologna. Well, I like that smoked bologna. And you can place those orders with any Booster Club member, or you can call or text 405-343-3944. The meat will be available for pickup on Sunday, February 11th, between 2 and 4 p.m. at Varnum School. All right, man, there is a lot. Top Taco Cultural Preservation presents Anogitska, Wednesday, February 14th at 6 p.m. at Crystal Theater. That's going to be next Wednesday, and that'll be a good one with main guests Joy Harjo, Chief Lewis Johnson, Brian Zepeda, Johnny Diacon, Ben Yahola, Alexandria Stokes, and then Mahi will be out there, Daryl Proctor Jr., and then Seminole State Golf Hole sponsorship golf fundraising tournament, which will be March 2nd, 2024. We'll talk about more about that in the coming weeks. And then High Spring Baptist Church is having their retreats this weekend, Sunday, February the 11th. The theme, Anogitska Omi Jajan, and their Brotherhood annual singing, 3 to 5 p.m. That's going to be again Sunday, February the 11th. And then also the Sand Creek Eufaula Baptist Church hamburger sale Saturday, February 10th from 11 to 3:30, just north of, or just west of Justice Center.
Yep.
All right, Delaney, that's all you.
Okay. All right. Well, we got some birthdays here. Start off with Catherine Howe, Casey Colonel, Ricky Harjo, my niece Ama Jean, my cousin Bums Pinnock, Jaden Barber, Alexandria Stokes, Johnny Harrison, Zach Wise, Mitch Jack, Janichka Nita Fachkit Fudo Wagachas.
All right, so stay tuned to a PSA from the BCR department talking about your tags. But other than that, you can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website, SNO-NSN.gov for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8 p.m. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the Community and Events Facebook page, please email the communication staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, turn in every Tuesday right here at 11 a.m. on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. For Delaney Pinnock, Josiah Bender, I'm Jeremy Foltz. Tribal tags have been a hot topic of discussion as of late, making its rounds in various media outlets in Oklahoma. Can you give us a summary of what's been going on?
To summarize the issue at hand, the Department of Public Safety, Oklahoma Highway Patrol, has changed their policy regarding tribal tags. What has not been a non-issue since 1993 with the outcome of the Oklahoma Supreme Court case, Oklahoma Tax Commission versus Sac and Fox Nation of Oklahoma, that allows tribes to issue tags to their members as an exercise of tribal sovereignty, has now become an issue as of October of 2023.
So recently there have been citations issued. What were these citations for?
The citations that were issued were for taxes owed to the state. Since those citations were issued, they've gone to court, and the court has decided to dismiss those.
Are Seminole Nation tags at risk?
We don't believe that Seminole Nation tags are at risk. The General Counsel saw how important this issue was, and they convened a meeting immediately after hearing about this new policy change. They have set aside a fund to help tribal members if they are issued a citation for taxes owed to the state and if their car is impounded. They've directed the BCR Commission to work with the AG's office to help those tribal members. We also want to make sure that tribal members keep their registrations up to date and they carry their insurance in their vehicle. You also need to be aware that if an officer asks you your name and your address, you have to give them that information.
Issuing tribal tags is an act of sovereignty that the Seminole Nation takes very seriously, and we are willing and able to defend issuing those tribal tags to our tribal members.
Should tribal members switch to state tags to avoid any issues?
I don't believe that tribal members should switch to the state tags. Again, the council has asked us to support those tribal members, and we are actively working to do that.
Issuing tribal tags is an important attribute of sovereignty, and the Seminole Nation will continue to issue tribal tags, and we will support our tribal members who are issued citations for taxes due to state on their tribal tag if that is an issue. It's also important to note that the money derived from issuing tribal tags is money that goes back to serving our tribal members. So it's important that that fund stay within the Seminole Nation rather than giving that money to the state.
If tribal members have any questions or concerns regarding their tribal tags, please call the BCR Commission at area code 405-382-8617. We'll be happy to discuss any questions or concerns you have. And if you were issued a citation or a warning for taxes owed to the state, we will tell you what the next steps are. Those include forwarding your information to us via email. That email address is SNO, that stands for Seminole Nation Oklahoma, tagoffice@gmail.com.